Our first call that comes from Heath.
Hi, I was in a fender bender with my neighbor's 15-year-old son. I saw him on the phone when he got in the car, and he was the only one in the car, which is obviously, that's against the law, but he only has a driver's permit. His parents are refusing to pay for the damages to my car. What should I do?
What would you tell Heath?
Well, first of all, it sounds like nobody was hurt, luckily. He said a fender bender, so it sounds like we just have some property damage here. And like you said, an underage driver, a permitted driver, shouldn't be driving alone in a car without an adult there. Now, what can he do? I don't really know the circumstances about whether this was reported or not, maybe to the police, and there's a police report. Does he know their insurance? If he knows who their insurance is, he might be able to file a claim directly with them. But also, you can file a claim with your own insurance, and maybe your own insurance will pursue against or go get reimbursed from them or work that way. So you have multiple options here, but yeah, I would definitely report it to insurance. And if you feel comfortable making a police report, call the police and file a report.
Okay, so have you handled any cases with young people?
I haven't handled very many cases with young individuals like that, but you know, it's just the same, right? You know, there's a reason that the parent is supposed to be in the car, right? They're learning to drive. And I think you said it in the opening, the danger with teenagers and with high schoolers are, you know, phones are a huge part of their life, right? We have access to anything and everything we want at the touch of our fingers. So it's a huge distraction. It's really easy to be distracted, and that's something we see a lot of.
Yes, okay. It's a tough time. I had a teenager at one point, and I remember that, you know, so many people, even on social media, a lot of parents are posting their photos, you know, those first driver photos.
That's right.
So, and we'll talk a little bit more about it, just advice, you know, that you would, well, go ahead. Just your advice to parents real quick.
Well, you know, there's a lot of, you know, things coming out all the time, right? You have, you know, parental guidance or parental controls on, you know, certain apps, things like that. You know, those are always a great thing. I mean, but I think telling your kids and highlighting the importance of that. You know, I remember, for instance, I grew up in Louisiana, and I had a family in law enforcement, and they do this thing. It's called I think it's called sudden impact or first impact, something like that, where they'll come and do a mock crash at the high school. And all the bells and whistles, right? They'll bring they'll stage up the accident. They'll bring police. They'll bring the airlift in to come get the people. And it was powerful, and I remember it to this day. And that's something that stuck with me, right? You know, appreciate the importance of how dangerous your phone truly is.
Yes, I haven't heard of those in a while. Yeah, I remember that used to be a big thing.
Right.
I'm sure it's probably going on out there.